As a teenager, I grew up in Philadelphia, and I went to the public school system, and I went to Germantown High School. And Germantown High School is where I was on the track team, I played football, and I really enjoyed those years I was in school. I really missed the high school. And I graduated way back in 1960. When I graduated, my mother had just passed, and I felt kind of didn't know what to do. And so I went in the Army, and I went to Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and I did my second 8 weeks at Fort Gordon, Georgia. And something happened on the way home from Fort Gordon, Georgia. Us boys that were coming north on the bus after our basic training in second 8, we stopped at a roadside restaurant, and for some reason, some of the guys went in the front, and we were told to go around back. I didn't know what was wrong, whether the floor was wet or what happened. And we got around back, and it was this window that we had to order our food from. And we said, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to order back here. So we found out that the white guys were going in the front, and we were supposed to go in the back. And we all got together and found out what was going on, because this was strange to us, coming from the north. We hadn't experienced segregation. And we said, we're all getting back on the bus, and we'll just be hungry. We'll just come north without eating. And we handled it as blacks and whites very good, I thought, for the early 1960s. When I was in the Army overseas, a strange thing happened between whites and blacks. We didn't go out off the base together. We separated. And it was strange because you could work beside a white guy all day, and then after work you go downtown and it's all black. We segregated ourselves because we just did not get along, the two races. And I was in Germany when the girls were bombed in Selma. And we had riots in Germany. Some guys took apart their bunks and used the bunk bar and went after some of the white guys. And sergeant had to come outside and fire off a couple rounds in the air to break us up because we were feeling angry. And we're thousands of miles away, and we can't do nothing but retaliate against the white guys that we saw. And it was very, very tense amongst the soldiers in Germany at that time. In some instances, we were told that the white soldiers were telling the German people that we had tails. And German people, in some cases, would come to black soldiers and look for tails because the prejudice that the whites had been used to in the United States, they brought that with them to Germany as young men. But I was relieved to work with one guy. His name was Shoemaker. He was a white guy from Mississippi. And he said, Hunter, I tell you, I learned segregation right at the dinner table from my daddy. And Shoemaker and I made a pact, said, well, we won't teach segregation to our children. We're going to stop it at this generation.